Hi everyone, welcome to Peace, Love, and Crochet with Deidre. I'm glad you came to join in with me today. I want to welcome everybody. If you're a new subscriber or if you've been here for, a few weeks, thank you so much, all of you. I really do appreciate it. Today I want to do the hashtag random rusty Q&A questions. And there's 16 questions, so let's give it a shot and see how well I can do. Number 1. Besides yarn, is there anything else you collect? Yes, I collect any type of Indian, Native American items, such as arrowheads, pottery, baskets, artwork, rugs, blankets, leather pouches, anything of that nature is what I really like to collect. All right, number 2. What is your most prized possession? Well, I take this question as since it says possessions, that it would have to be something that I possess or own. So my answer to that would be my pictures. Pictures of my family, my loved ones, my children, places we've been, things we've done together. Pretty much memories of the life with my loved ones and families. That's what would be my most possession. Most prized possessions. I might get it out. All right. Number 3. Name a book or a movie that is important to you. Well, that one comes pretty easy to me because this movie's always stuck out in my head. And that would be Billy Jack. It was a movie from, 1970, 1971. Tom Laughlin, I think it was Laughlin, Tom Laughlin, and who was his girlfriend? His girlfriend was, Joan Roberts, I think was her name, and she had the school, what was it called? The Freedom School, something like that. But anyways, Billy Jack, he used to kick some tail in now. So that movie stands out to me. Number 4. In how many languages can you say thank you? Well, I can say thank you in English. I can say thank you in sign language, American Sign Language. I can say gracias. That would be what? Spanish. I think that's about it for me. Number 5. What's the most interesting place you've visited? Well, one place that stands out in mind was Disney World. As a child, I grew up close to Disney World, but I never got to go as a child. So when I got grown, I went to Disney World. I just woke up one day and I said, I'm going to Disney World. So I threw some stuff in a bag, called my cousins, lived down there, said, I'm headed your way. You want to go to Disney World? They said, sure, come on, let's go. So that's what we did, and I had a really good time. Enjoyed it. And I think my favorite thing was It's a Small World. All right, number 6. Are you a morning bird or a night owl? Oh, well, that's easy. I am most definitely a night owl. All night. All right, number 7. Tell us about your animal family. Well, speaking of animal families, here's one now. It takes off. Okay, well, my animal family. I have 4 animals. Let's see, we have 2 dogs and we have 2 cats. My oldest dog is named Bubba Haas Kelly, and he's a silver lab, and he's also a service dog to my youngest son. Then I have a Bernedoodle, and she belongs to my oldest son. She's this little sweetheart. She ain't little, but she's a sweetheart. Then I have the 2 cats, which is Rhodey's the oldest cat, which is a blue cat, and she was a rescue cat from the Roadhouse, and she was only about 4 or 5 weeks old maybe, and so we got her and we named her after the Roadhouse, so we named her Rhodey. Then I have a second cat, and her name is Roxanne. Now, Roxanne's our youngest cat, but Roxanne was also born the same day that my husband passed away. So she's a very special cat to us. And the mommy cat, she only had 2 cats. So my daughter, which the mommy cat was my daughter's cat. So my daughter kept a cat and we kept a cat. So that's our fur babies that we love very much. All right, number 8. On 8. All right, what show or movie you love to rewatch? Oh, well, that's pretty easy too. I rewatch a lot of the Walton movies. I like the old-timey movies and shows. I also like to watch Dr. Quinn, the Medicine Woman, Andy Griffin, Chips. The older movies is what I like. So I watch those. How do you recharge? Well, that has a couple answers to it, actually. When I had a lot of children in my home, when I had 6 small children in my younger years, when I needed to recharge, I would take a break from everybody. And how I would do that is I would go by myself, take a ride up into the country, find a beautiful place to park. Usually I had a couple places that I really like to go. And there's one place in particular had a beautiful waterfall. You could hear the water running. And I would sit there in my vehicle, either sit there and listen to some music and just process some things, just relax, take some time out for me. Sometimes I'd put a movie in, sit there and watch the movie, and then mosey on back to the house. By that time, felt better and I could deal with the 6 kids and a husband. Made it a lot easier. The older I get, I seem to stay closer towards the house. Just any place where I can just take a few minutes to myself seems to help me to be able to recharge. Sometimes you just need some alone time. Okay, my next question. Number 10, what's your favorite way to travel? Well, my favorite way to travel is with family and in a vehicle. I like to travel in either a van, RV, but preferably not a big RV. I want something I can pull into places and get out and enjoy things, stop where I want to. That's how I would prefer to travel. I've flown, I've taken trains, but I think I just like it better in a vehicle, go at my own pace. somewhere I see and I want to do it, I can veer off and do it and then get back on track. All right. Number 11. Do or did you have any nicknames? Oh boy. I did and I do. I've had a couple nicknames. Some not so likable, some that were fine. Let's see. I start with my younger years. When I was a kid, I got nicknamed DT. Could never understand that. Never understood why. But that's what the neighborhood kids nicknamed me. And what it was supposed to stand for was dump truck. I don't know. I don't get it. All right. And I don't get the second one either. Then, a family member used to call me Arnold. Arnold. Why? I don't know. I still ain't figured that one out. Okay. Then when I got older, and when I was working as a paramedic, the other workers give me the nickname Dr. D. Again, I don't know why. But that's what they always called me. Everybody called me Dr. D. They always knew who it was. When I'd call my unit into Medcom or whatever, they know exactly who I was, you know. So, all right, moving on. Number 12. Are you an inverted or an extrovert? Oh, well, I guess that's pretty explanatory about me. I like to talk. I would be an extrovert. Never shut up. Me and my husband, total opposites. He was so quiet. And I used to ask him, Walter, why are you so quiet? He said, because I got to give you a chance to talk. I said, oh, is that what it is? Yeah. But he had his moments. He could be funny as a monkey. All right. So, 13. What was your first official job? Well, I guess that would mean as a kid when I was working and making money under the table, or are we talking about as an adult with an official, real, legit, legal job? Because as a kid, I would do whatever needed to be done to make money, to make ends meet, to make it. If it was babysitting, if it was working in the fields, gathering oranges and grapefruits, to watermelons, whatever needed to be picked. I would work at my mom's fruit stand, I'd work at my stepdad's body shop, whatever and wherever to help out as a child. My very first legit legal paying job, well, I don't know if you'd want to say legal, kind of sound like I was doing underhanded stuff, but I didn't mean it that way. What I mean is actually drawing a paycheck and getting a paycheck for my work. Well, first, I worked at Howard Johnson's on the Silver Springs Boulevard in Florida as a housekeeper. Well, that lasted, what, a couple days maybe? Nah, I didn't like that. So, when I was 17, I got my first paying job as working as a CPR driver of an ambulance. I would drive the ambulance. And the only certification I had was that I was a CPR provider, and that made it legal for me to drive the ambulance. So that's where I started my career in the ambulance. I started out as a driver, then I became an EMT, then I become a paramedic, and then I become a firefighter. All right. Now, number 14. If money was no object, how would you spend your day? Well, if meaning money was no problem, and I had plenty of money, and as many days as I wanted to, I would like to have some type of place out in the country with cabins and having places to fish and swim and to drive 4x4s, like kind of like a camp area for the neglected and abused children, foster kids, so that they can have a better life and have some fun things to do. I would want to spend my days doing those type of things, helping our children to grow up and be productive and citizens that learn to help one another and to be there for each other. That's how I would like to spend my days, because in the future, our children are the future. So we need to give them the best childhood that they could possibly have. So that's what I would say to that. Number 15. If you became the ruler of your country, what's the first law you would pass? First law I would pass. Well, I guess that would kind of go with the question I just answered. I would see that there was better laws to protect and take care of children in the foster care, children that are neglected, children that are abused, children that are not wanted or felt like they're not wanted or treated like they're not wanted. I would make sure that those children knew what a good, safe home would be like. And those are the types of laws that I would change. I would change the laws of the foster organizations, the way that they handle it. That's the kind of laws I would like to start out with. Again, trying to better our children and give them a better chance of survival and to be better people. Name something that you are proud of. Well, I have a couple. What I'm the most proud of in this world is my children and my grandchild. Those are the most precious things to me in this whole world. And that's what I'm the most proud of. And I'm so thankful to have my children who are loving, caring people. And that is what I'm so proud of, that I have been blessed with these children and grandchildren. Well, that was number 16, so I guess I made it through the questions all right. Guess you know a little more about me, probably a little more than you want to know, right? Well, I do want to thank you for taking the time to listen to what I had to say. Just want to introduce to you a new friend of mine here. This is my new mannequin. Her name is Willow. So we'll be seeing more of her. Willow will be help show off my my makes. And until next time, peace, love, and crochet. And I'll see you next time. Bye.